Hey guys, Grimnar here, and I'm having a thought. All this buzz around Halo again has got me thinking of a new Halo game. No, not Infinite. I was thinking more side game. I was thinking Halo ODST 2. So what has got me on such a train of thought? Well, a good while back, 343 tweeted something about Kig Yar or Jackal, pirates, and some artwork. I thought that artwork was good, and its combination with space pirates is too cool. So I started thinking about the Jackals as a standalone force, and wondered, would it work? Like most of the other species within the former Covenant, the Kig Yar are capable of wielding every weapon in the game, an issue when it came to the new Forerunner designs, most notably the crawlers. And being that the Jackals are scavengers and pirates, it would actually make sense lore-wise to have a wide variety of stolen weapons, like a UNSC Spanker rocket launcher, an assault rifle, or even an old brute shot if they united under a strong and cunning enough captain. So when it comes to weapons, the Jackals are no joke, and can learn anything with a trigger on it. But what about other stolen items, like rare technology? Well, it would seem that the Kig Yar have a particular eye for unique tech, as noted by their iconic shield. So it would make sense that something like a UNSC jetpack would be easily adopted. Wait, is that a Jackal sniper with a jetpack? No. Eee! And when it comes to vehicles, there are very little limitations for the Kig Yar on an operational level. But I do think that their light and fast preferred tactics would limit some of the use of slower vehicles like tanks, and favor fast and nimble vehicles like the Reverend, Ghost, and Banshee. Another bonus to a standalone Jackal force is seeing their modifications, just as the Elites had modified the standard Covenant designs when they broke off. So now that we've established that Jackals can work alone, although having forced grunt warriors is an idea, and the drones or buggers could be a very symbiotic force. Yes, you're right. So how would I do Halo ODST 2? We'd start right at the end of Halo 5, with the Infinity randomly jumping through slipspace to avoid Cortana. But after this jump, they would need to let their engines rest before they blow up from overuse. The problem is that this last jump put them deep in Kig Yar space, and right in front of Captain Yarek Shan's pirate fleet. Naturally, the Infinity would launch its support frigates and start the battle. Your team's objective will be to down several spacecraft before boarding the capital ships, to scuttle or cause confusion within the Kig Yar ranks. Upon successfully landing in the enemy hangar with your ODST team, the Jackals would attempt to expel you with Reverence and Ghosts, killing some of your team. Working with the remainder of your team, you would constantly fight through the ship's corridors in your attempt to find something useful to your objective. Maybe you find a weapons cache. Maybe the main external weapon batteries, which you could shoot at other Jackal vessels. Or maybe even a cargo hold full of grunt prisoners, which you could liberate, arm, and lead to the bridge. In any of these cases, a self-destruct announcement will go off, as Jackal Command gains word of your successful attempt and would rather lose the ship. Reminiscent of Halo Combat Evolved, you and your team must now race to a lifeboat to get off-ship. After landing on the Kig Yar moon, it is apparent that the Infinity is losing in space, and seems to have waited long enough to enter slipspace again. You get a new list of objectives, but your radio appears to be dead. You proceed clearing any patrols you come across in the dense jungle. You make it to an outpost where one of your two surviving teammates is being held. As you rush in to save your friend, maybe a ghost shows up. Or maybe no vehicles show up. But they execute your friend. Very dramatic. You salvage his working radio and make contact with your last surviving squad member. He is overjoyed and agrees to your new objectives, as well as setting a course to rendezvous with you. After another outpost is found and conquered by you, thus securing transport off-world, you radio your friend, but only static responds. You check his vitals to see that they are in distress. Then in a clearing, over a hologram, Captain Yarrick Shan personally calls you out and informs you that he has your friend. You decide you cannot let this thief have sensitive UNSC information, but more importantly, too many of your squad members have already died, and you'll be damned if this last one dies on your watch. You successfully track down this pirate captain, down to a water clearing surrounded by his crew. Yarrick-chan stands atop a waterfall holding your friend in critical condition. He does some spiel about how much trouble you've been and offers an exchange for something sensitive and valuable you stole from that first outpost. Looking around and doubting this renegade will simply let you two go after such an exchange, you decide to 1v1 him, knowing that the captain cannot refuse in front of so much of his crew. The winner decides what happens. Boss fight! You manage to kill Yarrick-chan, but as he dies, he fires one last grenade from his brute shot at your friend, out of spite, and kills him. Stricken with grief, you remove your helm, foregoing all objectives, and blindly kill all that you see in a fit of rage as a failure, going out like Noble 6. So what do you think? Do you think that the Kig Yar would be a well-balanced and fun-to-fight force on their own? What about giving them the pressed-into-service grunts, and/or the willing drones? What do you think of my ODST story idea? Other than the ending being a bit generic, I think it's pretty good, and could really establish that ODST squad band mentality. But please let me know your thoughts, and please help spread this video around. Thank you for watching.